Hello everyone, my name is Timothy Lee Grant and welcome to another video where we are going to be trying to learn all of those concepts that are important within the field of back-end software engineering. So starting from zero essentially and trying to become a software engineer. That's what we're doing. And now today, I did a video earlier today and I was running into some problems. Now we're going to be trying to troubleshoot those problems. So let's first off, let me show you what the problem is. So let me come here. I'm going to restart my MongoDB. Start. Okay, it's going to start itself up. It's going to give me a little warning up here. Let me know that the MongoDB is operating on my hardware, and then while that's going, I will also start my node mon for, there it is, node mon for, what was it, server.js? Yep, server.js. Okay, here we go. We got things back up. Now, our person information is actually working. This one's good. Okay, we're able to add a person, we're able to get their name, we're able to put in their age. We're not able to put in the company yet. That's something we need to do in the future. And that's kind of what I'm doing right now is first, before we connect a person with a company, well, we first need to be able to create companies. And we're having some difficulty creating companies. So person is a collection within MongoDB. Company is also going to be a collection within MongoDB. Okay, that's kind of the context. Now, if I try to add a company, so for example, company one, okay, and this one is the market cap, but whatever, we're just going to put it here, okay? So it comes here, and supposedly we just added that company, but if we come, and by the way, don't look into this. This is just text that I never changed over. So if we look at here, we have market cap, and all of the entries are just like non-existent. Not even zero, just non-existent. Name should be right here. But again, it's not there. Let me see if I can find what it's supposed to. It should look kind of like this, where here's the name. This is for actual people, okay? Person, and then age with an actual number, and then company, I said I haven't implemented that yet, but that's what it's supposed to look like. Here, there's just no information. Okay. So now we need to figure out, like, why is it not giving us any company information, even though I input a company here? So that's kind of the context, and we are going to be troubleshooting this and seeing what we can find. So let's start digging in. By the way, how do you like my my new location? Can you guess where I am? Amazon. I'm in the day one building at Amazon, so it's like the spheres are like right there. It's on the same parking lot. So obviously I'm not an Amazon engineer, right? I have my little visitor card right there. But that's Susie. Susie's the Amazonian. And yeah, so I am a visitor, but I come here every Saturday and Sunday. Normally I just grind leak code, but then I saw these like telephone rooms, and I'm like, hey, I can do a video from here. So I'm doing a video from the Amazon, from Amazon headquarters, essentially. So cool. With the hopes of eventually one day becoming an Amazonian. So here we go. It kind of works out. All right. Anyways, let's get down to business, right? Let's figure out what we can accomplish. I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. They also have some lights that you can adjust. Anyways, focus. So, Delete people. No, delete company. Find and delete company. Okay, so this is actually this one right here. Find company is here. And I am coming through and I'm supposedly printing the company's name. And I'm supposedly printing the company's market cap. Although we're not seeing a name right there or a market cap right there. Okay. Now, industry right there. I'm apparently doing an industry. Okay. But we don't see that. And just do market cap, right? Should be able to update. Let's refresh that and see. Yep. Okay, cool. So market cap, but why are we not seeing the name? Okay. That's going to be my first thing that I'm trying to figure out is why we don't see the name. So I'm going to get rid of that. Company routes. Okay. So I'm obviously saving something. And the reason that I know, I'm trying to find a location. There we go. So I'm obviously saving something. And the reason that I know that I'm saving something is because if I was saving nothing to the database, and this is the company collection, right? If I was saving nothing to the collection, I wouldn't see anything here. So what that means is I am saving something, but either my find company function, or not function, but route, which is here, and then I render that find and delete page, which is kind of the EJS, right? But when I come here, I'm not actually getting the list of companies, or this find is not finding the companies, or the companies that I find actually have no information in them. So I need to figure out, am I saving them correctly? That's going to be kind of my first thing. So I have request.body. Let me console.log. Okay. And then I'm going to try request.body. I'm going to see if I can do that. See what comes up here. So let's try to submit company and see what we get. All right, so we get a JSON. No, not a JSON. We get a JavaScript object. It is an object. We have company name, company 1, company market cap, 435. Okay, so we are getting something. Now, we put this into the company constructor thing, okay, which is here. So let's look at this. First thing that I see is company name. It just is name, not company name. Company market cap. We just have market cap. So let me actually change that. Okay. So what is this page? This one is submit entity. Okay. Which is where? So I need to try to find this page where I'm actually submitting things. Okay, just submit entity. So I come to server and then I do submit entity and then I'm rendering this EJS file, people, company, address. People, company, where is it? People, company, address. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then I have two containers. One is for people. The other one is for company. This is what I want. Submit company here. is when I click the button and then submit person, submit company here. Here's company name, company market cap, which matches those two things there. Okay, and this should match the company. I have so many files. Where did it go? No, not you. The company schema. So I'm actually just gonna maybe change this. So let's try company name. Company name. Okay. Let me just submit that again. Come here, refresh this, see if. So it didn't change. Company name here. Copy that. Same thing. So as you see, I'm getting the new data right there. I'm getting the new data. I just so it's saving to the database. It's just not saving correctly. Got it. Got it. Okay. So, and this kind of makes sense because this company was the only one that I correctly matched up the name to. So when I was submitting all of these, I was not actually saving it into the database with the company name. Okay. And so it wasn't actually matching. I was saying, here's company name, and then in my database, it's looking for name. And it says, well, okay, well, none of these fields match my schema. I'm just throwing it away. But now I changed it, and then I pressed one submit, and then it took it, and MongoDB said, okay, well, I know how to do this one, and it saved that one value, okay? But then when I was trying to render and display it here, I can't come here and I was doing name and nothing happened because even though one of the items did have a name, it wasn't called company name. So then when I changed this one, now it updated to be able to see the actual name. Okay, cool. So now we need to just go through and kind of like get the market cap and industry. So fix those little things. Then what we need to do is the difficult part, which is try to understand how to actually connect. Eventually, I want to be able to connect the people collection to the company collection. So I want people to be able to have a company. I don't know how to connect them. So that's, we're going to have to try to figure out how to do that. But for right now, let's just go through and company dot, what should we call? Let's change it on the schema. Do we want company name? I guess whatever. company industry, company market cap. I don't know if I like that or if I just like market cap for the company. I mean, it's a little bit more clean if it's just like industry and name. I kind of like that better. Yeah, I'm gonna change the other ones. So I don't want company name. I just want name. I want company.name. That looks a lot cleaner. So then that means that when I am, is it this one? When I'm here, I don't want company name. I just want name. And I don't want company market cap. I just want market cap. Right? And that matches here. Market cap. Okay. And then I also want industry. Name, market cap. But we don't have a item for industry yet. So let's hold off on that. Person name, person company, whatever. This one, I'm just gonna do company name, company, okay. This should work. See if I can, I'm gonna do company 2, okay. Submit company, okay. Now come to here and let's see if we get company 2. Well, it still says company name here. So we're inputting that incorrectly. Person age. Submit company here. Hold on, do I need to refresh the page? Company 2. Market cap is going to be like that. Submit. Not liking that. Submit. Why is it? Why? Broke it. I broke it. Name, market. Oh, does this need to match this? Name. Market cap. Like this. Company 2. Okay, cool. Name, company 2, 43. So now let's come to here and let's see if we see anything. Come on. Awesome. Company 2, market cap. Awesome. Of 43. Okay, cool. Oh. All right, we got it. So now what do we want to do? We'll have to build out the delete button. Yeah, let's let's build out that delete button, and then in the next video, I will finally get to the point where I actually try to connect people and company. Okay, so now here on the find and delete company, if they press this delete button right now, I actually don't even know what will happen. Let's see. I'm guessing a crash because we don't have that endpoint, right? Delete person. And I'll come down here to delete. Yeah, we don't even have a delete person. Let's press it just to, right? Like, okay. So we actually want to do delete company, which will be here, but we didn't implement this correctly because delete company, we don't have that endpoint. So now we need to go to company routes. No, company routes here. And what did we call it? We wanted delete company and ID. Okay. So I'm gonna come here and it will be router dot get. Hold on, let's see how I did it with people. People routes, okay. Who to delete. So it's a get request. No, not that one. Submit people, all people. Where's my delete one? Okay, so router.delete. Okay. So that's what I want to do. So I want to do router.delete. Okay. And then the path will be here. But I remember it was something like was it like that? Let me come back to here. /:ID. Okay. So /:ID and a slash right there. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to have a callback request response here and go there, okay? And we want it asynchronous, async, okay? And then we want to find this ID and delete it. So, what was it? Us, I don't know, something, we'll figure that out later, equals, what was it, company, right, because I'm trying to act on this object, company dot find and delete by ID, find by ID and delete, and then I want to access the parameter in this URL. So what was it, like request dot params dot ID, something like this, okay? And then this needs to be asynchronous, so I'm gonna do await here, okay? Now let me check to see if this is what I did. Come on. So const individual person, I don't know why it says this. So await here, find by ID, request params ID. So I got that correct. Okay. So let me actually just see what happens. So nothing happens. The method is delete, okay. So we're not deleting anything yet. If the response is okay, well, I'm not sending any response yet, but when I refreshed the page, it should have like had one less anyways. Okay. Failed to find person. Okay. Okay. So we're not finding that item, right? Okay. Failed to delete person. Well, that's just saying it's like because I didn't do the actual delete. That's fine. Let me come here. Okay. That's because I'm not sending any response. I'm just saying like if I do a whole bunch of deletes here and then I refresh the page, will it be less? No. So I'm not deleting anything. Come here. I'm just gonna console.log and then I'm gonna log something. Okay. So am I not even hitting that delete company? Am I not hitting this point right there? Company delete company. Okay, there we go. Obviously, okay. And so it's not like showing me that I'm deleting anything, but that's to be expected because I'm not sending a response back yet. Let me refresh it and see if, yes, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. So the reason that it's not like dynamically going away as I press delete is because look here, like I say, if the response was okay, then I will do this document query selector, look at the ID that was that we just found, right? That we just passed in here, and then remove it. And remember, we kept track of this like data ID up here. Where'd it go? Data ID. I'm not seeing it. Come on. But it was one of the divs. Where'd it go? Data ID, right there. It was one of the divs. Okay. So each of these, bing, 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 has a different ID. And we're doing like a for loop. So we're creating right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divs. And each one has a different, is of class person. Should actually, maybe we can change it now. Is of class company. And this is company list. Company list, right? And we have the ID, which is here. Okay. But we're not getting a response back, like, okay, let me make sure I didn't break anything. That's not what I want. Oh, no. Oh, no, I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. Oh, no. delete company, oh no. Oh, it's probably because okay. Like, called this person, right? Hold on, what did I even change? What did I change? Where did I change it? I called it, like, I changed this, and I changed this. So that means I need to change this to be company, right? Come on, come on, come on. Please, please, please. If it works, yes, that also means that I'm learning CSS and how to actually do HTML. And, oh my gosh, okay, cool. Yes. Like, actually, that legitimately indicates that I am advancing in my understanding of, like, like the HTML and the CSS and that portion of front end as well, because previously, before I started this project, I had no idea about how to use HTML or CSS or any of that. But I was able to like figure this part out. Oh, there we go. So and then this is going to be companies, okay? For each company, data ID, company, awesome, awesome, awesome. Here we go. So now I want to send back a OK status. So from my routes, I am going to do response.send, and I want to send back a 200. I think this will... Yep, there we go. Okay. But that is only if... Like, this is going to send back a 200 no matter what. I want to send back a 200 only if it was successful. Okay, so how do we do that? I'm kind of just leaning on this one, like, if not individual person. So... the problem is all of these are going to be legitimate IDs. So what I'm going to try to do is I want to figure out like what would it look like if I didn't get a legitimate ID. So I'm going to do +1 right there. Okay. So the ID should be invalid. Wait, no, that's not even where I put it in. Here. +1. Okay, so the ID should be invalid. And I can see what gets printed. Yes. Okay. Did it worked? Uh, 7. Okay. Putting a 7 in there is... Oh, right, because I didn't refresh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. So now, what does this look like? I just got an cast to object ID failed for value 7, type string. Oh, because it doesn't like it because it's an integer. Is that correct? But it should just translate it to a string, right? Submit company. So what if I just did a giant try catch? Right? Try this, catch this. Then I put this code inside of here, okay? Catch is response.send 40 error. Something like that. Okay. Did it actually delete something? What? What is happening here? What if I refresh this? Did it actually? So okay, so it's not actually deleting. We're just removing that query selector because we need to send a 404, right? How did I do it before? Status 404. Okay. I see what's happening. I was sending back a response and I was sending back the error, but I wasn't. It was an okay and then giving an error. So I need to do dot status 404, okay, and then dot send, okay, if we get an error. So now it should come here and failed to delete person. Okay, great. That's working. But if not something, okay, console.log something happened, not something. Okay. Then I'm going to get rid of this log right there. Okay. I'm going to come here, refresh this page, try to delete, come here, fail to delete person. Oof. Did I get any? So it's not even hitting that, if not something. If not individual person, send here. Keep trying to find a spot that I can actually put my video. Oh. Why is that not working? Else. console.log inside the else statement. All right, well, what I'm trying to do right now is figure out about what is I get this back, right? Like I do something. I find and delete the ID parameter. But what do I get back from here, and how do I actually determine, like, was my deletion successful or not? Like, what is this something? And I purposefully called it something because I don't know what it actually is. In my other one here, I called it individual person, right? But I think I did this because maybe that's I don't know where I got that name from. But when I was doing it here, I was like, well, I don't actually even know what this is. And so I purposefully called it something to try to get, like, remind myself that, hey, I don't know what this is. I need to figure out, like, what is this and how do you actually act upon it? A second. Stretch my legs for a couple seconds and get back to it. Okay, let's go. So, all right. I know that I am deleting things with this. Okay, so I know that this is working. If I console log, and I also know that I'm not, maybe I'm getting an error right here and it's immediately going here. So let me console.log inside the catch, and then I'm gonna say 4457, so we know that that's what's up. Okay, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna press delete. Okay. All right, so I think what's going on is I come here, I try to delete something, but it's not in the database, like it's not a valid ID. So this crashes essentially and goes directly to the error, which is why these would not be running, because it directly goes here. Which then throws the question of, like, okay, well, in this one, why did I even have this if not individual person not found? Like, under which scenario would this line of code actually run? Okay, that is a question for Copilot. This is my, okay. I am wondering under which situation would the line of code actually run, because if the ID is not valid, then it seems I get a crash and it goes directly to the catch statement. But if it is successful, then I will not run that line and it will run the success one. Okay, let's take another sip. All right. So, if the ID is valid, MongoDB object ID doesn't match any document, it will return null. Okay. If the ID is not valid, too short, malformed, Mongoose throws an error. Okay, I'm going to try to induce that. I wish it didn't give me all this nonsense every time I type one letter and then it nodemon like changes everything. I want a person or a company's ID. Okay, fine. Let's come. Where is it? Instead of this, let's go back to ID. Okay. So let's go back to here. No, not here. No, not there. Here. Okay. Let's press delete, and this should work, right? Oof. Okay, failed to delete. That's not good. Oh, I broke something. Okay. Alright, that sucks. Okay. Params ID. I come here. I'm now putting in the correct ID. Oh, do I need to refresh this and then press delete? Okay, good. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now what I wanted to do was, oh, I didn't even print the ID. Okay, inside this else statement, I want to find a valid. I'm trying to get this line to trigger. Okay, and what I want to do is so console.log, and then I want to log the ID parameter. So request params ID. Like this, okay? And the reason that I'm doing this is I want a valid number, but one that I just deleted. So I'm gonna press this, come here, okay. So this is valid syntax and everything, but I just deleted it, okay? So now I'm gonna come in here and instead of passing in 7, I'm going to pass in this. Doesn't really like that. Oh, because it's not a ID. Okay. This, and then I'm gonna put this, come on, here. Okay. So this should be valid, like a valid syntax, but it should not be found in the database. Okay. So I'm gonna come here. First we rerun it, okay. Okay. Something happened, we got it. Okay, we got it, we got it. Ooh, that was a lot louder than I anticipated because it's like this, it's a small little room here. So I clapped and it was like echoing. Anyways, we got it, we got it. Oh, that's awesome, that's awesome. So, here we go. I guess the next step is to try to connect company and people together. So we're going to try to be able to link people to companies. That's going to be the next step. Awesome. So if that is interesting, subscribe to this channel and we will continue to be working on this project, learning all that we can to find those topics within software engineering and continue our path forward on becoming a software engineer. If that's interesting, subscribe to this channel. We're going to keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. My name is Timothy Lee Grant, and see you in like 10 minutes. I'm probably going to get another cup of coffee, maybe some water or something. I don't know. But anyways, see you very soon.